The 61-year-old limo driver is committed to finding out the truth about whether the Earth is round, or as he suspects, whether it's actually flat, and we've been lied to all along. As the latest part of Mad Mike's journey, he's going to strap himself into a homemade rocket and propel himself 3,000 feet up in the air over Amboy, a deserted town in California. Using money donated by his sponsors, Research Flat Earth, as well as his own savings, Mike has managed to cobble together the $20,000, 14,000 pounds, craft in the past few months and is preparing for takeoff on February 3rd. How does he know the untested craft is safe to fly? Mike doesn't actually call himself a flat earther, instead he prefers to describe himself as a freethinker. He also says he isn't really mad. The nickname came from a limo stunt he was hoping to pull off in 2005 when he had planned to drive his car from the roof of a 7-story casino in Las Vegas and landed on a nearby building. "We had the contract, but the casino got annoyed, and even though we paid all the bills it never happened," he said. Mike may not have made it off the roof of that casino, but he does still hold the 2002 Guinness World Record for the longest limousine ramp jump at 31 meters, 103 foot. He still drives limos, but he's had to temporarily hang up his car keys to focus on his biggest passion, reaching the stratosphere. The conspiracy theorist is convinced that we've been lied to about lots of things, and he refuses to just put his faith in scientists who tell us the Earth is round until he's seen it with his own eyes. And if all goes according to plan, Mike's modest launch next month will be the first step towards manning a rocket which can take him high enough to see the curvature of the Earth, or not, for himself. Mike explained, "So many lies are shoved down our throats every day from the day we are born. I mean, you can believe in the Easter Bunny for all you want, just be a freethinker. That's what's important to me." It was this yearning for freedom which drove Mike to start building his own rockets, including the untested contraption which is set to take flight next month. He cannibalized a mobile home to build the launcher for his latest piece of kit, a bright green craft with the phrase "Flat Earth," a nod to his sponsors, daubed on the side. Mike says it's the 5th or 6th rocket he's built, although he has only successfully taken off once before. His first attempt at manned flight in 2014 took Mark 1,300 feet into the sky over Winkleman, Arizona, but left him needing a walking frame for 2 weeks after he crashed back down to Earth. Mike hopes his latest rocket will shoot him over twice as high, around 3,000 feet above the Californian desert, traveling at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour for just a few seconds of airtime before he parachutes back down again. He said, "We have a valid plan to get me 52 miles up in a solid rocket. That will be at the end of this year. The trouble is that this launch will need around $2 million, 1.4 million pounds, to get off the ground. That's a lot of money, just to see the curvature of the Earth, especially when he could always just strap a GoPro to a balloon and be done with it." It's easy to scoff at Mad Mike, as he admits himself, but he'll have thousands of fans watching his latest takeoff attempt with great interest. He said, "People always try to minimize what you're doing. But then again, I also have well-wishers who wish me the best and say I'm their hero." The support has been unbelievable from people all around the world. Single Mike says he is too devoted to his work to find love, but he knows he'll have these fans as well as the 4 cats he shares his home with cheering him on when he straps himself in next month. They have been waiting for this launch ever since Mike's last attempt to take off, back in November, was cancelled at the last minute as part of a dispute over his flying permit. It should be fine, but there's no guidance system, he says. After all, this has been welded on the back of a motorhome I converted. After this attempt, we have Mike's next venture to look forward to, the big launch, which he hopes will settle the debate about the shape of the Earth. He said, "If the space launch happens this year, I'll be the most famous man on the planet." It takes years of experience to do things like this, he says. It's not as easy as it looks, and I'm sure I don't make it look easy.